by which he can do it, and he says he's not joking.
Yeah, of course, the 22nd Amendment of the Constitution is specifically written to prevent that from happening. And it says in part, quote, no person shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice. Let's discuss with Tim Naftali, CNN presidential historian, the former director of the Nixon Presidential Library. Tim, thanks so much for being with us. When Trump says that there are methods to seeking a third term, are there any workarounds to the 22nd Amendment?
Well, let's use a term that the president seems to like. President Trump does not have the constitutional cards in this case. There are only two scenarios by which you could constitutionally alter the Constitution and allow him to run for a third term, and they both involve finding 38 states. Donald Trump knows that there aren't 38 red states, and there aren't likely to be 38 red states, particularly after the economic recession we are likely to have after Liberation Day.
Okay, you see on social media a lot of people talking about like a Putin-Medvedev situation, right? Let's just throw it out there as a hypothetical. J.D. Vance runs, Trump runs as vice president, J.D. Vance steps aside, something, I don't know, something like that, Trump ascends. Possible, not possible?
Recall one of my favorite presidents. Not going to happen. The 12th Amendment of the Constitution, that was George Herbert Walker Bush, for those of you who don't remember him. The 12th Amendment of our Constitution stipulates that no one can be a vice presidential candidate if they're not constitutionally eligible to be president. So no, he couldn't run as J.D. Vance's number two. That kind of Putin-Medvedev scenario is not possible now. So that leads you to the big question, and it's the question I've asked myself. Why is he talking this way? He knows, he's clever. He knows he doesn't have 38 states. And I think there are three possible answers. One, political theater. Donald Trump likes attention. He likes the fact we're talking about him right now. Maybe he's also hoping some people are going to say some things that are a little bit outrageous, which he can use to fundraise. Number two, we're living in an increasingly evident culture of impunity. The president is using fear to get his way with universities, to get his way with law firms, to get his way with Congress, to get his way with Canada and Greenland and Panama and Ukraine. He's on a roll. And so why not talk about what he really wants, which is to stay in office as long as he can. The third is the January 6th scenario. The president, when he was in his first term, was capable of pushing for an unconstitutional and or illegal way of staying in office. And maybe he is signaling to his supporters, start thinking about ways we can stay through 2028 and 29.
Tim, the 22nd Amendment was ratified back in 1951, partially as a response to FDR having served so many terms. Has this idea of a third term come up before, floated by anyone else?
When you have a president who's passionately supported by a group of Americans, you will find Americans, you might even find a member of Congress, put up the trial balloon. In President Obama's time in office, there was a member of Congress who, I think, proposed a law to amend the Constitution so that President Obama could run for the third term. So this isn't unusual. What's unusual is for the president to start the conversation, and what makes this even more problematic is it's a president who's already used unconstitutional and illegal means to stay in office. So it's not like Donald Trump is a new president. This is not the first term. This is not Donald Trump just musing. He knows what he's talking about. We saw it on January 6, 2021. That's what makes these words particularly dangerous when he says them at this point, at this time.
Tim Naftali, we have to leave the conversation there. Appreciate the analysis. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Boris. My pleasure.